What's up, all my gnarly ones? It's Tuesday night. Truck Series action here in the North American E-Racing League. And as always, I'm Gator Mike. Joined with me in the booth tonight, I've got another regular here in the Truck Series booth. Big Jim, how you feeling about tonight?
Oh, it's Bristol, baby. I'm excited as heck.
That's right. We are going to Thunder Valley tonight. This is race number 2 of the Truck Series playoffs. And Jim, the intensity has already ratcheted up a couple notches, especially at Kentucky. So I know we're going to see some fireworks tonight, but are they going to be firecrackers or are they going to be those big sky-high soaring boomers?
Man, it's hard to tell. It's a 50-50 chance in my opinion. We could be in for a really good race or we could be in for one that's going to be a little too much on the aggressive side. But yeah, speaking about those fireworks, Lieutenant Dangles and Deadshot's very interested to see how that goes over after last week. Should be a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, definitely some rivalries on the track tonight. And as you mentioned, Lieutenant Dangles and Deadshot did have the run in at Kentucky. So how are they going to race each other tonight? We're going to find out here shortly. Truck Series though, going under the lights, Bristol Motor Speedway, all 200 laps tonight. We got a 100% race for you folks tuning in. And with that, they're going to be on normal wear instead of 2 times. So a little bit of a different change tonight. But it's Bristol. Everybody loves Bristol. So we're going to see some dive bombing. We're going to see some bumping. We're going to see people going in the wall. We're also going to be seeing some side-by-side racing because this short track has multiple lines. So this should be action-packed all the way throughout. But we definitely got some favorites in the field tonight, Jim. Jaw making his return after missing Kentucky. Got some non-playoff drivers like Decent House, Kev Brogod, and even some more playoff drivers like Keenitz or Deadshot. I mean, anybody that you think's going to pull it out here tonight?
Oh, I mean, it's really hard to tell. If you look back at our Richmond race, you saw guys like K. Keenitz 22 up there. You saw, I think Deadshots was up in there. It's really hard to tell.
Yeah, your sound just cut out for me, but as you were saying, it is really hard to tell. With a win, one of these playoff drivers can clinch their way into the season finale championship race at Las Vegas. None of them managed to do that at Kentucky. A non-playoff driver won as Kev Brogod found his way to victory lane for the first ever time in the North American E-Racing League. So interesting to see if any of the playoff drivers can clinch tonight. Jaw, even though he doesn't have to win, he's pretty good on points still, so he could clinch on points by the end of the night. But these guys are just wrapping up qualifying right now. We'll get results for you there in just a second. So, Jim, I don't know if I got you back or not yet, but if I do, which line do you think is going to be the best line around this track tonight since there's multiple to use?
Well, this was asked back in the Xfinity Series to Avenged from last season here, and I think I'll agree with him there that the middle line is the best place to be here. You want to be not all the way at the very top, not all the way at the very bottom, but there's a way you can straddle both lines and really get a nice run out of the corners. So I would say the middle line, and it's going to be a lot of people trying to figure out how to set up their truck to negotiate that line the best.
Yeah, and with that line, it's very risky to run because this track, even though it's not as prominent as it was on Heat 3, still has those deadly seams. So the drivers really got to keep their eyes open, stay away from those because that could ruin your night in a heartbeat. Pole goes to Jaw, 21-31. So there's your pole sitter tonight. Jaw, going to start on the front row. Also, Jim, I got another question. I think track position's really going to matter tonight. How do you feel about that?
Oh, yeah. Passing, we saw it in the Cup Series. Passing is not easy here. And making it with the trucks that turn like dump trucks, I mean, it's going to make it even harder to get runs out of these corners. It's going to be all about, I mean, you might see a lot of guys play some strategy, maybe 2 tire stops here tonight. That one times wear kind of enables it. So it'll be really interesting.
Definitely, as they finish qualifying. Jaw is on the pole. We are not allowed to load in just yet, but we will get there shortly.
Did you go ahead and read off the above-below line for all these guys?
Yeah, let me go ahead and turn off the stream for just a second. I'll go ahead and pull up the points.
All right.
Going into tonight, Jaw is your points leader, up by 30 over the cut line, with Deadshot in second place, 20 above. Third place and fourth place are both tied, K. Keenitz and Marksman at 14 above the cut line. So those guys are sitting pretty comfortable right now, but they shouldn't get too complacent with that sort of a gap, because if any of these 4 drivers below wins the race, they're out. So in 5th place, below the cut line, is Moffitt, minus 14. Got Kronk's Fight Milk, minus 17. Reap, minus 18. And Dangles, minus 20. With two races left in this round, including tonight.
And I'll actually go against what you say. You said that those 4 guys, they might have a little bit of comfort there with their points, but again, Bristol is such a wild card. It's so hard to tell. And even New Hampshire next week, that'll be a wild card. So we have some races that could really throw a wrench at the plans.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and go blue screen here for just a minute, Jim. They won't be able to hear you, as we can go ahead and load on in to this lobby tonight.
You need any more invites, or are you good?
I am solid.
Okay.
There is your pole sitter, Jaw, with a 16.214. We'll go ahead and load on into this race. Keenis didn't make very many spots available for this lobby tonight, so good thing we were able to squeeze in. To the UNOH, University of Northwestern Ohio 200. All 200 tonight at Bristol Motor Speedway. As these guys have already taken the green flag, we'll be picking up the action a lap or 2 in. And we are in with Decent House. Managed to get his way around Jaw out front. 51 truck has been strong ever since he joined the series. So he is your early leader. Followed by Jaw. First playoff driver, though, sitting there in 3rd place, that's Marksman. 4th place appears to be Deadshot. And 5th, I believe, is Kevbro God. Yes, that'll be your top 5 here early on in these early laps. Jim, interesting thing here on these restarts. Almost probably 95, 98% of the tracks we go to, the inside lane is the preferred lane. And on these restarts, these guys might be able to make that outside lane work, so 2nd place might just be the spot.
Yeah, it sure is. It looks like we might have a caution here, but yeah, it sure is with, you know, you want that run off the corners, and I remember again at the Cup race, it was definitely the outside that you wanted. If NASCAR Heat 4 allowed you to pick the outside, it'd be perfect, but I mean, it's just such an advantage having that much of a run out of the corners.
Definitely. I don't see too much damage here. I see a lot on There It Lies. So it looks like he might have been involved in this first incident here on lap 6 of 55 here in stage number 1.
Looks like we have a couple guys back. It looks like K. Keenitz is back here. That might be the 32 of GMR Reap and the 02 of Agent Chancho, but these guys are all kind of off the pace here.
Yeah, something happened to K. Keenitz here early on in this thing. As we are lined up here for restart number 2. Looks like Jaw pitted. So he's going to restart about 7th.
Interesting to see how that 45 of Marksman's able to use that outside like you were talking about.
He's going to have a big run coming out of turn number 2 here. Oh, he gets a little bit loose. Doors the 51 of Decent House. Flips the wall. Oh, that wall hit ruined it. But no, he was hanging strong there in the first half lap.
Oof. Yeah, it seems like Marksman still might be acclimated.
Oh, we got one
round.
That looked like Charblazer in the 22. Hit the apron, spun out towards the back of the field. Single truck accident, didn't collect anybody. Mistake green.
I think this might be a caution.
Yeah, that's a big wreck, though.
That's the 02 of Agent Chancho, 24 K. Keenitz again. The 22 of Charblazer, he spun out earlier. The 2 of Kronk's Fight Milk, and there it lies.
Yeah, a couple of
Involved in that
playoff
one.
drivers involved in this. Kay Keenan's off to a rough start. Kronk's Fight Milk off to a rough start. So these guys got plenty of time to find their groove here tonight, but we're off to a rough start here in the Truck Series at Bristol Motor Speedway. A big change for these drivers because we didn't really have too many short tracks here on the Gander RV and Outdoors Truck Series schedule. Wanted to go with easier tracks, but I believe this is short track number 3 on this season, following Richmond and Iowa.
And it's a pretty good test for these guys, you know, trying to get up into the Xfinity and Cup Series. I mean, you've got to learn how to race around one another, and this is a perfect test to it.
Yeah, even though there are multiple lanes on this track, it is still a very tight track. There's not too much room to be had. Oh, his dead shot gets a little loose coming out of turn 2. He doors the 51. Much like Marksman did, we got a wreck in the back again. That's going to be another one. I saw somebody flipping way back here. Bronx. Goes around. Moffitt. Keenitz. There it lies. There it lies has been involved in everything so far. Even though this is a longer race, these guys won't have to pit here in stage 1 or 2. Under green, at least. It looks like they're going to have plenty of times for strategy here under caution. Restart number 4.
House. That 51 still has that preferred line, but the 18 has the lead.
That he does. I don't know if they both pitted and the 18 beat him off or got him at the last scoring loop. Doran reigns supreme coming out of turn 2 here is Decent House, man.
And we have more around. 98 of Moffitt around in the back.
Not enough to bring out a caution.
Yeah, that's going to hurt for stage points if he doesn't get a caution. The 12 of There It Lies also around here in turn 1. Still no caution. Oh, big crash. 02 of Agent Chancho. Oh, man. 2 of Kronk's Fight Milk back here.
Still no caution.
Still not. 99 of Adventure around on the backstretch.
This track is biting everybody right now. My goodness. Lots of drivers here involved early on as we are 3 wide.
All right.
Trying to go around the lap truck of There It Lies. He gets planted right in the wall.
I'm sorry, Gator. I've lagged out twice. I'm going to have to go reset the router. I'll be right back.
No problem there, Jim. As There It Lies was trying to get out of the way, he got planted in the wall by some of the lead lap trucks. That caught Kev Brogot up in that mess. So he's going to fall towards the back of the field. Then you got your 6 leaders right here that have broken away just a little bit. Decent House maintaining the point, followed by Deadshot, Marksman, Jaw, Reap, and Keenitz has worked his way up here into the top 6. Battle for the lead as Deadshot looks underneath of the 51 of Decent House. And we've got another caution. As tempers are already flaring in the chat, as expected with all these early cautions here. Drivers are already getting riled up with each other. So this is going to make for the rest of the race to be very, very interesting. Deadshot lines up P1 on this restart, followed by Jaw, Reap, and K. Keenitz in your top 4. Jaw gets a good run coming off turn number 2. He's not going to be able to clear Deadshot just yet. Deadshot pushes him up the track. 3 wide. K. Keenitz is going to go to the lead. What a move by the 24 truck. He took advantage of the 27 and 18 getting together. K. Keenitz, 22, after the early problems he had, is out front here at Bristol. Jaw's not going to let him get away, though. As he's going to look underneath the 24 here, try to use that inside lane as they head down the backstretch here in Thunder Valley. Keenitz looks content on using that high lane. Just kind of lying in wait here, seeing if Keenitz can make a mistake. Oh, he gives him a little bit of a bump here down the front stretch. Keenitz gets in the wall. That's going to give away the lead. 3 wide for second place. Oh, Decent House gets loose. And we got a wreck in the back. Does not bring out a caution. Decent House got loose. Looks like he collected the 18 truck of Deadshot. Unfortunate for Deadshot that that's not a penalty as they go through Lieutenant Dangles. Looks like he was ghosted. Jaw has taken the lead in all of this over Marksman, Keenitz, and Decent House here in your top 4. And then a little farther back there are Reap and Avenged in 5th and 6th. So 4 out of your top 6 drivers are playoff drivers. As the leaders are already coming up on lap traffic. Coming up on Moffitt and Charblazer up ahead. Charblazer gets loose coming out of turn 2, saves his truck. But which lane is he going to give the leaders as they approach? On these short tracks, it's very hard for lap traffic to get out of the way. There's not much room for them to go anywhere. Looks like he's content on riding the high lane, which is the lane that Jaw wants. Marksman's going to look underneath, try to use the 22 as a pick. 22 comes back down, makes contact. Marksman lost a little bit of time out of that, but collected his truck. Blue screen here for just a minute. Send Big Jim an invite back to the party. He had to go reset his router. Alright, he has been sent another invite. As the leaders are right up on each other now. The top 3, Marksman looks underneath a Jaw coming out of turn 2, trying to get a run off of that banking. Just can't do it. That high lane prevails coming up out of the corner. As they have closed in on another lap vehicle of Moffitt. Stays out of the way, lets the leaders go. Marksman into the wall. Decent House goes underneath. Easy pass for Decent House. Move him back up to second place. Let's go search back through the field here, see if we got any close battles here. Oh yeah, we got Reap and Keenitz right here battling for 5th. Reap gets loose off the corner. We are already within 10 laps to go here in stage number 1 with all of those caution laps. Laps go fast here, about a little over 16 seconds a lap at Bristol in these trucks. Agent Chancho's around there on the apron. He's ghosted. No harm, no foul. As we have got a caution out. Charblazer was around. Looks like there it lies, has blown an engine, and he is done for the night. Is that going to end stage 1? Nope, that's not going to end stage 1. We're going to have like a 1 or 2 lap shootout to end stage 1. Who pits? Who stays out? Strategy to be played right here. Track position reigns supreme at Bristol. Do the drivers know that? Big Jim has rejoined the party. Jim, are you going to need an invite back into the lobby? I can't hear Jim just yet. Looks like Marksman is P1 here for this restart. Lots of beating and banging here in the back. Wreck in the back. And that was stage number 1. We had a 1-lap shootout to end the stage. Marksman, your stage 1 winner. Followed by Kev Brogod, last week's winner, and Kate Keenitz in 3rd. Avenged in 4th, and I think Deadshot might have eked out Up the Irons there for 5th. Nope, Up the Irons got him. So good points there for Marksman, good points for Keenitz. Those are the only 2 playoff drivers that have scored a point here in stage number 1. Jim, you back with us? Nope, still can't hear Jim. Oh, I hear something.
Oh, hello?
Hey, Jim! Welcome back.
Alright, I was just in the gulag for a second. I got back.
Welcome back. You have missed quite a bit of action here at Bristol. Do you need another invite to get back in the lobby?
I have one from Kevin. We'll see how far it takes me, though.
Okay. Well, to recap you, we've had some more cautions. We've had a lot of beating and banging, and Marksman bringing home your stage 1 victory here tonight. So good points for that playoff driver.
Really? I heard something about Deadshot losing out stage points to Up the Irons. That's kind of big.
That is big. He lost out 1 point there, and every point matters. As we take the green flag for stage number 2. A bench fail. Power move around the outside is going to clear Kev Brogod. So the 99 Ford for TJR up to the front. Looks like Waylon, aka Kronk's Fight Milk, is going to be in 3rd place, and Moffitt here in 4th.
After winning that stage, Marksman's sort of fallen off pace here, back to about P8, P9.
Yeah, Marksman didn't. They had a caution with 4 laps to go on the stage and had a 1-lap shootout. Marksman stayed out, played the track position game, got 6 stage points by virtue of that win, and he pitted under the stage caution. So well played by the 45 truck. Perfect strategy.
Interesting stuff as the two of Kronk's fighting out, looking to the inside of Kev Brogard. Kev's going to get that nice run off, but Kronk's looking to threaten for P2 right now.
That 2 truck is looking strong. Oh, as Kev Brogard gets loose coming out of the corner. Great save by the 2 of Kronk's. That could have ended very badly for him, but that's going to allow the 27 of Jaw to make his way around.
Oh, 98 of Moffitt hard into the inside wall.
Oh, his dead shot plants the 2 in the outside wall. I don't know what that was about. Looked like Decent House was around in the back. Keenitz is going to make his way around the 2 truck as well. They're all stacked up right here behind K. Keenitz. 4th on back, 5th on back. As Marksman gets put in the wall by the 2.
Yeah, they were actually 3 wide coming out of turn 4, and with a truck, it's just about impossible here.
Lots of short track beating and banging already here. These guys are giving each other no room. As I mentioned in pre-race, the intensity has ratcheted up quite a few notches since it is playoff season. Kronks and Dangles dooring each other down the back stretch, dooring each other in 3 and 4. Dooring each other off of 4. Marksman thinking about taking it 3 wide. That's not going to work. What a great battle we have back here in the back half of the field as the leaders have gotten away. Avenge he has got a huge lead right now.
Avenge loves this track, man. He said, one of those broadcasts said that he was Bristol God. And I mean, he's out here beating Jaw. It's something that doesn't come easy to any of the guys in the truck series. So nice little run for him tonight.
Definitely, but don't look in your mirror now, Avenge. That 27 of Jaw is closing in. As we have some people in the chat bar. Kyle Bartles, hello to you, good sir. Got some Decent House fans and Chris Powell and PSH. And you already heard one of our Cup drivers. Hello to you. Good evening. I know you love your Bristol. So glad you could tune in for tonight's broadcast. As the 27 is there.
Oh yeah, he's just able to roll the center so much better, man. I mean, he gets such a run through the middle. He's not better than Avenged in the beginning of the corner, but just in the middle, man, he's just able to roll it a lot better.
Definitely, he gets right up on the bumper of the 99 of Avenged Fail here. Let's go on board with Jaw. We'll go on the roof cam. Kind of watch these lines. He gets a great run off of turn 4 and closes right in on the bumper of Avenged. Gives him a little bit of a nudge.
That's pretty clean for Bristol standards. He'll file in right behind Avenged again. Didn't have the run.
It looks like that 27 truck is getting a good launch out of these corners, more so than the 99.
Yeah, and if he doesn't get around him quickly
bump
here,
in the
it's
middle.
gonna allow third to creep up into this one.
Ooh, Avenge gets loose. That's gonna give Jaw the high lane, and that might seal the deal here as they fight side by side for the lead. Jaw is able to clear.
Around again.
Not enough to bring out the caution, but rough night for Chancho.
Yeah, don't look now, but Deadshot is starting to close in on that second place truck of Avenged Veil. He's rolling that middle just like Jaw is, right up to the top and getting a nice run out of the corners.
Yeah, Deadshot missed out on stage 1 points by 1 position. He has got to find some here to maintain his gap over that cutoff line. Even though the guys below the cutoff line are not off to a good start tonight.
Looks like for the most part everyone's kind of single file and spread out. Will protect against any more of those rapid fire cautions that we saw on stage 1.
Yeah, but, longest green flag run of the night so far. They are on lap 21 of 52 here in stage 2. Like I said earlier, they do not have to pit under green for any tires or fuel here in stage numbers 1 or 2. But stage 3, I think they might have to hit the pits once.
And if you were one of these trucks, what would you be gearing your truck toward? Would you be trying to go for a looser setup and tweak it on the long run, or are you gonna go for that long run car and tweak it for a short run?
I would set it up for a long run and tweak it for a short run.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm aiming at. Like, I think that stage 1 was just getting the pre-race jitters out, and now that they have, I mean, again, single file, racing pretty clean here.
Yeah, so I guess you've got a little under 100 laps for the final stage. You're going to need a long run truck, assuming that goes green most of it. But if a late caution does come out, that's when you're going to have to tune that truck to make it short, a short run truck. So I would lean long and go short if needed. Oh, as Dangles gets loose out of the corner, hits Reap. They both hit the inside wall. Two playoff drivers coming together there. Big mistake from Dangles.
No caution either.
Everybody is single file. Deadshot has made his way around Avengeville for second place.
Hey, what, Gator? I'm a little surprised in Decent House. I thought he would be up there right now. I don't know if anything happened in stage 1 because I didn't see it, but he said he really liked Bristol, and this is one of his favorite tracks, so I'm kind of surprised he's not up there with those top 3, top 4 guys.
You already heard in the chat asking what line do you prefer here. I can't give away too many secrets, Joe, because Bristol is in our Cup Series playoffs. But high lane. I prefer the Larson lane up there near the wall. I just feel like getting down there in that low lane. I'm just flirting with that apron. Don't like that feeling. As Jaw has driven away from
oh, Avenge just got the wall. He's gonna lose more time to Deadshot.
Yeah. Jaw has driven away from second and third place here.
Oh, now, but Marksman, he's starting to creep up on those top 3.
Marksman has a strong truck here tonight. You see Avenged Fail and Deadshot right here in front of them. Very unique track. Many short tracks, Jim, do not have this sort of banking on them. They're usually flat. But here at Bristol, we got some like Daytona style banking here. It makes this track very unique.
Yeah, I always thought it was a short track, but on the inside, it was still a little bit more of an intermediate track. You have a lot of throttle time here, and it's a lot of rotating the car with the throttle. So I always thought it was more of an intermediate track, other than, of course, the size of it being, it's like 0.5 miles, but it just seems like an intermediate track
also,
to me, more than short track.
Unlike most short tracks, you don't really have to lay on the brake that hard here. You can kind of roll it into and through the corners.
Mm-hmm.
So while it is only half mile, it doesn't really race like a short track.
Makes for some great racing, though. I mean, multi-grooved. You got 3 grooves here.
As evidenced by NASCAR deciding to move their All-Star race here. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, the numbers being moved isn't going to be so awesome, but definitely am looking forward to seeing.
I don't know if that's confirmed yet. I think that's just I think that's a test of the water sort of thing. But the All-Star race is going to be held here at Bristol this season for the actual NASCAR Cup Series. So that's going to be awesome. Can't wait for that. As Marksman has caught Avenge, gets caught up behind the 22 at Charblazer just a little bit. Avenge pops the wall.
He's done that a couple times now, Gator. It's just, that thing looks just a little too tight.
Yeah, the truck does not look like it's handling to Avenge liking just yet. Marksman's going to take a peek underneath. Now he's going to give him a little bump.
Yeah, just a little more of a, let me go chase down this shot here.
That's one way to do it. A little Bristol bump.
Oh,
Avenge with the crossover. No slide job.
Nice clean racing. Avenge looked like he actually got a nice run off of the bottom. He can get it again.
About as clean as you can get here for Bristol. Oh, Marksman hits the wall. Maybe these guys are still side by side. Ooh, Avenge with a lag.
Lagging a little. You think that might have played into the whole reason why Marksman isn't just settling behind him? Because I would, if I were Marksman, I'd be trying to stay away. If I saw that 99 surging up and back like that, I'd be trying to find anywhere I could find some clean air.
As he looks underneath once again. Deadshot made a mistake.
Oh, Deadshot.
Wow, I don't know what happened there.
Is that Kronk's fight milk that was with him? Yeah, it was.
We're going to have a short run here to the end of stage 2.
Those two were both off the pace. I don't know, maybe Kronk's got loose in one of these corners and just collected Deadshot, but yeah, that's going to cost Deadshot a couple positions.
Wow, but that caution did save him.
Oh, no doubt.
That caution saved Deadshot there, as we're going to have a short run to end stage number 2. Does anybody play strategy? These guys have been out there on the longest run. They got some older tires, but is anybody going to try to stay out front?
If only it was like real life and you had the pit road games being played where people are starting to wait so they could be on the outside. It'd be a lot of fun to watch.
Anybody going to pull strategy? No, Decent House might have pulled some strategy here. Looks like Jaw stayed out. No, Jaw pitted. According to the monitor, he might have taken 2 tires, though.
And outside, oh, looks like Jaw
did stay out. Jaw did not pit, so he's got older tires than the rest of these guys. Marksman again looks underneath.
Almost 4 wide.
3 wide Marksman to the front again on a late restart here in the stages.
Jaw's going to get shuffled here. He's still in the... Oh my goodness.
Wreck in the back. Dangle's collected. We're going to have 3 to go here at the line, I'm pretty sure, here in stage 2. Marksman sitting pretty.
Will not be receiving points. Goodness, he fell all the way back here.
Got a lot of Dorn in the back.
When you said that, I saw Avenge just drive Deadshot straight into the turn 1 wall.
Kay Keenan's found his way back up to 3rd. Reap is in 4th.
How about that for Reap? Haven't called his name much tonight.
For sure, as I think this is the white flag. Marksman maintaining his lead here. Made it 3 wide on that restart at the end of stage 2. Looking to cruise to sweep the stages tonight. That was stage number 2. Marksman sweeps the stages. Uses his fresh tires to power around Jaw. Kev Brogod's going to come in 2nd. Kay Keenan's 3rd. Reap in 4th. And is that Waylon in the top 5? I believe that is the 2 of Kronk's Fight Milk, rounding out your top 5 here in stage number 2.
Big stage points. I could tell you one thing.
He was a lap down. Avenged got the final stage point.
Oh, okay. I'll tell you one thing, though. If you have to come down for tires, there is no strategy to be played there. Decent House and Jaw both just fell to this very bad. I mean, Decent House in the middle of the pack, Jaw back there in the back half of the pack. It's just, I guess it just doesn't work here. I guess those fresh tires mean that much.
Marksman has played the perfect strategy twice already tonight. Has gotten his track position. Won on both stages. Is he going to pit or is he going to stay out here to start the final stage at Bristol tonight?
I would pit.
Looks like everybody's going to pit.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, everybody's going to pit. As we are black screened right now, somebody must be on pit road somewhere. Yep, there they go. Up the irons.
Oh, Moffitt out in the lead. I don't know if he missed his pit assignment, but he's up there in the lead.
98 of Moffitt. Restarting up front here for the final stage at Bristol. Marksman on the outside. Looking to get that good run off that high lane.
Get a nice push from his teammate right there, and Kay Keenitz. They're both going to try clearing Moffitt right there, and they will.
Marksman clears. Back to the point for that 45. Looking strong tonight. Kay Keenitz up to second place. That's the highest he's been in this race so far. Where is Jaw? There's Jaw. You see that 27 truck on the high lane here in about 8th place. Let's go. There he is. Oh, got a door from Deadshot. Jaw up to 6th. I don't know if these guys are going to have to pit or not. There is 83 to go. Good battles all around this track. As Decent House and Jaw, two of the fastest drivers on the circuit, are right here battling together. Along with Avenged Tail, who gets a little bit loose, gives Jaw a bump. Avenged hits the wall, he's going to hit Jaw.
Oh, they hold it. What a save by Jaw.
Wow.
He kept it. Wow.
What a save by the driver of the 27 truck right there. That could have just changed the playoffs. Jaw has gotten no stage points tonight.
Been beaten all around. I guess people are taking advantage of it being a short track, and you know, Jaw's one of those guys that you're gonna see every week up there in the front. So maybe, you know, just roughhouse him a little bit. Make sure that he has to go earn it at New Hampshire.
45 of Marksman is absolutely gone. He's in another area code right now. As the fight for second place is ramping up. Kev Brogod, Moffitt side by side. Deadshot, Keenitz side by side.
You kind of explained it right there.
Ooh,
I mean,
Kev Bro slides right up.
All those guys being side by side, it's allowing Marksman just to pull away to, I'd say, about a 5/10.
Oh, Keenitz puts the 18 in the wall. Keenitz hits the 27 of Jaw. Jaw's around.
Yeah, Jaw can't save that one. And the 20 up the irons in that one too. No caution, it looks like. No.
Wow. That is huge for the playoff implications of Jaw, your regular season champion.
Whoa.
Deadshot put in the wall by the 3 truck of Dangles. This was a little bit of a holdover from last week.
These two right here, and Decent House being right behind it. Doesn't that just remind you of last week?
Pit lane.
It's identical to last week.
Oh, Deadshot sends it in!
Had enough. The 18 had enough of it.
Absolutely sent it in.
That is a caution, and that is going to be huge. I mean, huge for Jaw.
That is that's not good for Deadshot. That could result in a penalty for him. Not a smart decision on behalf of the driver of the 18 truck right there.
You just gotta be a little more smart than that. I mean, you were up there in the top 5 for most of the race. There's no reason to be back here beating and banging on the 3. Just clear him and get going. Especially
with his spot in the points right now. He can't afford to take a penalty like that. He was pretty comfortable coming in, but my goodness, that's just a lack of judgment there on the driver of the 18. Deadshot. That's going to make his life a little bit more rough heading into New Hampshire, I believe.
The unfortunate thing about that is if he was trying to take out the 3, he did a very bad job of doing so because the 3's still ahead of him. I mean, it's just didn't do anything.
The one person that saves was Jaw, who gets right back on the lead lap after that.
What, that's up the irons in the lead? Oh!
As I'm still on board here with the 18 and the 3 as they're still close to each other.
Oh,
The fireworks have flown.
in the lead.
The cannons have been fired.
Yeah, these two are not going to be happy with each other for the rest of the race.
Yeah, a little bit of July 4th celebrations early.
Kronk's giving a shot to the 18. He's going to send the 18 up the track. If you're the 18, you just got to calm down right now. There's no reason to be putting these bumpers. It's way too early in stage 3. Just exercise patience, man.
Definitely. The 18
you
has
just
not
put
made
the 99 in the wall.
Yeah, the 18 has not made many friends this season on the track.
Oh, two in the wall.
That's been evidenced here tonight. As the 51 of Diesel House clips the apron, goes around, gets marksman.
That's going to be a caution, right? No caution.
Nope, there it is.
There it is.
Caution is out.
Wow.
So
well, this thing is amped up. I mean, stage 2 was pretty tame for the most part. Stage 1 was
seeing some penalties tonight.
But good lord, this stage 3, I knew that was going to be a thing between Dangles and Deadshot, but man, I didn't expect a full-on send into the wall dive bomb. You gotta be smart.
Oh, my goodness, it's crazy right now here in the North American E-Racing League's Gander RV and Outdoors Truck Series at Bristol. The fireworks have exploded. The lights are going everywhere. It's crazy out here on the track right now.
As all of that happened, it looked like that 44 Kev Brogott did take the lead, and Moffitt back to P2.
He did. Kev Brogott is in the lead. Moffitt P2, Keenitz P3, and P4 looks to be up the irons. Oh, as the 18 moves to 3 again. That's going to wreck the field.
That's a huge wreck. So, another caution. Right? Okay. Goodness, NASCAR.
That's going to be worse of a case there for Deadshot in terms of trying to
I don't
defend
get it.
himself.
I get trying to move a guy out of the way. I get that you're displeased with the guy, but there's no reason. You've wrecked him twice already. You don't need to wreck him a third and fourth time. We gotta get this race in somehow, and you're hurting yourself by not. You have the long run car. You want long runs. You don't want to cause these cautions. So I don't know the angle that Deadshot's trying to get at right now.
Yeah. As it looks like we're not going to have green flag pit stops here tonight, as these cautions are going to erase any sort of strategy on that.
Definitely not.
But see if we can't get a long green flag run here to end this thing. See who's got the best truck on the worn tires. Keenan stays out. Deadshot stays out
too, looks like.
As the 24 of K. Keenitz, the 18 of Deadshot lead him to green. Who's going to get the upper hand here coming out of turn 2? That high lane has been the dominant lane here so far tonight.
Caution.
As I don't know.
We had a wreck here in the back.
I don't know what happened there. That was quick.
The 2 of Kronk's Fight Milk, the 02 of Aiden Chancho, 22 of Charboys are all back here. So, I guess this is where we would have been screwed, Gator, because we both said we would have had a long run truck and then we would have tuned it for a short run, but it seems like if you have the short run truck, you're going to be in better shape here.
I mean, they still have over 50 laps left in this race, so I don't know. We'll see, Jim, but right now it's trending towards having a short run truck. Excuse me. Yeah, it's trending towards having a short run truck here late in the going.
We'll say if you're the 18 at Deadshot, it was a smart idea to stay out because that puts a lot of space between you, the 3, the 99, all the guys you've been having trouble with early on. So good move by Deadshot to stay out. Just get him away from that hornet's nest.
Definitely. As he looks to clear the 24. 24 is going to be able to slide up. That's the first time tonight we've seen that inside lane slide up like that.
Definitely is. Oof. 24 got a nice diamond off, but he cut the nose of the 18 just a skosh there.
Yeah, as Jaw's going to be able to get around the 18, so it's gone from...
That's caution.
Yeah, it's gone from bad to great here for Jaw. who got saved by that Dangles and Deadshot incident, as he was on pit road during that time, making a green flag stop. Got
you
the
know,
free pass.
Jaw's banking on a good long run here, but it's not looking like it's going to happen. So he's going to have to get a lot more aggressive here.
Got the free pass, and now he's back up to second place. It's been lucky for Jaw right now.
Oh, he got to second.
Looks like Marksman was involved in this one, the winner of both of our stages. 45 truck. Unlike Jaw, the opposite end of the spectrum has gone from good to bad.
Well, Jaw's going to be starting on that preferred line on that outside. See if he can clear 24 here going out of 2.
Will the 24 of Keenitz just send it into turn 1 and maybe try to slide up in front of Jaw? No, not just yet.
He plays it nice and conservative.
Yep. Jaw's going to be able to clear. He's going to take the lead back in that 27 truck. I don't see that 27 truck pitting again, Jim. What do you think?
Oh, I don't think there's any benefit to pitting. If you can make it on fuel, you just stay out at this point.
These guys are 3 wide here in the back. There's going to be another wreck right here.
Another wreck. Yeah, huge one. Well, we kind of called this early on. We said it was either going to be a really good race or a really poor race, and we saw a great stage 2. I mean,
yeah, stage 2 was awesome.
It was just a lot of actual racing, but now caution's starting to breed cautions here.
Yeah, these guys are trying to just grab every spot that they can on the first couple laps of the restart, and it doesn't matter what series you're in. That's just almost never going to work.
Oh, you switch up the lines here. 24 is going to have the outside.
Yeah, look in row 2 there, though, Jim. We've got the 3 and the 18 side by side.
They've settled their differences for now.
We're about to find out as they're 3 wide for 5th place.
Nice bump from the 3, but he let the 18 him.
Oh, as the 20 truck of Up the Irons ran them all up the track.
And he's going to pit
Dangles
right in
hits the apron.
Around.
That's going to be another caution, Jim.
Is it? Because right now it's not looking like it.
Wow. Okay, well, a couple trucks got collected there, and it stays green. Interesting. Big mistake from Dangles, though. He found his way up into the top 5. Great points. Great points night for him, and then hits the apron, loses all of his track position. Tons of spots.
Yeah, and he came in the race 20 points under the line, so he was really banking on a pretty good race tonight. I don't know how he feels about New Hampshire, but this was a good race for him. It was one he was looking forward to.
Yeah, it's going to be a must-win for Dangles at New Hampshire, unless anything happens here.
I wouldn't say it's out of the realm of possibility. The 20 of Up the Irons coming out of pit road there, sliding up in front of the 2nd place truck. Interesting. But yeah.
51 a Decent House, 32 a Reap, side by side. Back here around 7th, 8th position. Not the night Decent House has been looking for. Normally a custom running up front. I know he had some really fast laps in practice.
Oh, 24 around.
Wow, Keenitz just choked it again.
Whoa, what in the... Oh, he just wrecked the 51 because he just surged. Oh,
yeah, was that... I guess that was a lag. That was odd looking.
He just went 400 miles per hour on the front stretch, so I'm going to assume it was lag.
My goodness, okay.
Horrible for Decent House, though.
Yeah, I was just on Decent House. He had some fast laps in practice, just not the race he was looking for.
Looks like 2 of Kronk's Fight Milk also had a moment. There's so much going on. Yeah, a ton of damage on Kronk's Fight Milk, so playoff contenders dropping like flies here in the late stages of Bristol.
Absolutely, as we're kind of just scrolling through the field here, trying to see what we can see. Jaw out to a big lead over, I don't know if Up the Irons is on the lead lap or not.
He is not. He went down pit road.
All right, well, I think Kronk's Fight Milk is in 2nd place.
No, he wrecked.
Is he? Okay, well, we got a couple.
18.
All right, well, we got a couple of lap trucks between Jaw and Deadshot then. Deadshot running in P2. Looks like Avengefield's going to be in third and Kev Bro in fourth.
At 99 and 18, just like the 3 and 18. Not good buddies here.
Oh boy, yep, you can't do that. That was a very aggressive move by Avenged, and that was, once you get on the apron like that, that's never going to pay off.
Yeah, but you almost can't help it. I mean, the truck is naturally turning left on
very
exit,
tempting.
and it's getting loose. So
it's very tempting.
You think you can get down there, but once you get on that seam, it's all over.
Ice.
You're gonna go for a spin.
Kev Bro clears the lap truck of Kronk's Fight Milk. Sitting there in third place for the 44 Chevrolet.
Now that the restarts are done, the cautions seem to be done. Everybody back out to what they look like in stage 2.
Don't jinx it, Jim.
They're all pretty spread out.
The commentator's curse is a real thing, and I don't need you to start that.
Yeah. I know that commentator curse is a real thing. It's been used multiple times on just about everybody. 99 just wrecked it.
Yeah, it was a real thing at the Roval last night for the Cup guys.
Well, that might be another spot for Lieutenant Dangles to pick up here. Don't know if Kronks or anyone else is going to take advantage of that slip up from Avenged, but
so we have
for now, it's just 3.
We have about 30 to go. 3-0. Still plenty of time left. Reap and Keenitz fighting for a spot. Reap gets really loose, though. Good save from the 32.
So just pointing it out there how fast Jaw is. Remember how fast the 45 of Marksman was in stages 1 and 2? How he won both of those stages? Well,
indeed.
He's in jeopardy of going a lap down here along with Avenge, who has quite a bit of damage after nosing it into the inside wall in the front stretch. But Marksman, I mean, Jaw's just on fire right now.
Jaw's got nobody around him. He's laying down the laps.
There's that nice middle line down to the bottom, diamonding it on exit. Yeah,
can he get through the lap traffic though, Jim, without any sort of drama? That's going to be the real question.
Yeah, you just got to kind of anticipate where that lap traffic's going to go. You know that 99 is going to try diamonding it. Maybe, don't try to make a pass in a turn, but, go on the outside and get him on the backstretch.
99 is going to let him go.
He does.
Closing in now on Marksman, the 45. Great night gone bad for the driver of that watermelon truck. Stage 1 and stage 2 winner.
I'm still not sure what happened to him to put him back here. I don't know if he got involved in one of those single car spins that turned into a multi-car wreck, but maybe you're going a lap down.
We are on the roof counting Jaw right now, looking ahead at Marksman, looking ahead at Lieutenant Dangles. Those are the next two trucks. Got a spinner, got a wreck right in front of the leader. Oh, the leader gets involved.
A lot of cars around, a lot of trucks. That's got to be a caution.
That is a caution. The leader gets some damage from that.
Oh, no. Wow.
He piled on in there. So, yeah, Jim, thanks for jinxing it. We now got a caution again.
I did jinx it. I'm not quite sure, but I believe Marksman Jr. is going to get the wave around here, or the free pass. We're going to have a couple guys taking wave rounds.
Dangles is going to get the free pass.
Oh, he got around Dangles, huh?
Yeah. Dangles in 9th is going to get the free pass, and Marksman, I don't know if he's going to take a wave around or if he's going to have to pit for damage, but he's one lap down in 10th position.
I hope everyone pits here that's on the lead lap if you're Marksman. I don't think you get the wave around any other way.
Yeah, Jaw piled into those guys, and yeah, it cost him some spots fixing that damage as Reap, the 32 up front here.
Yeah, aggressive he is, having the lead. Gotta pretty much send it if you're him, but again, it looks like he's gonna do what Kevin did and just play it out, understand that outside's quicker.
Yep. Deadshot's gonna clear the 32 out of turn 2. Kev Brokaud's gonna get around for second. Kev Brogott's going to look underneath the 18 for the lead. Really good.
98. Oh, I thought he went down pit road. He kept it out, but he did spin it.
Wow, Kev Brogott, power move on the inside lane. That normally doesn't work, but he made it work here. Jaw's going to make his way through. Take second, so move the 18 back to third. Reap and Keenitz are fighting for fourth.
Almost 3 wide here between Dangles, Crocs, and Avenged. Oh, what in the world? 45 and 02 of Agent Chancho in a little bit of a dispute.
Jaw gave the bumper to the 44 of Kev Bro. Moved him up the track. He's going to look underneath now. Side by side for the lead. Oh, he got loose coming out of the corner. That's going to allow the 44 to get some momentum back.
That 27 is just able to hook the bottom so well. It's impressive how he's able to make it work.
Definitely, that 27 is hooked up around the bottom. But that 44 now has got his momentum going around that high lane. Oh, but he gets a bump from the 18.
Doing? Oh my goodness.
Jaw gets loose.
We remember in that interview when Kev said, "Hey man, what did I do to that 18?" Well, I don't know what he did to the 18 this race, but the 18 wasn't happy with him. We gave him a bumper right up the track.
As we were looking back from the nose of Jaw at all this action behind. Can the 44 run back down the 27 truck, who has probably been the fastest truck tonight? Just the strategy hasn't played out his way.
Yeah, won the pole, showed a lot of speed in the daily fastest leaderboard. I mean, he knows his place, knows it pretty well. It's just that, you know, the stuff didn't fall his way in stage 1 or stage 2.
We'll go find Keenitz and look ahead at the top 3 now. Have a little bit different perspective. As we have about 10, maybe 11 to go here at the line. Are we going to see another caution? And if so, are the leaders going to stay out? Are they going to pit? Oh, man. This race is far from over. The UNOH 200 from Bristol Motor Speedway tonight. The North American E-Racing League's Gander RV and Outdoors Truck Series. Playoff race number 2. Numero dos. Oh, Keenit's under the wall.
Reap in the wall as well. Gonna lose position out of that. Oh, he put Crocs on the apron. Crocs spins it.
Decent house. Decent house back into the top 5.
Not without a fight from that 24. He's gonna use that outside. Gotta draw a bead.
All right, Decent House is gonna clear the. Well, I thought he was going to clear the 24. He does not slide up.
Oh,
he gets loose, though.
Loose.
He had the opportunity to slide up, but gave the playoff driver some respect. A little bit faster at this point as we. Oh, no.
That's a caution. I saw the
oh,
O2 Baby Chancho slow on the turn 3, and
yeah,
there it is.
That 02 truck is trashed. That thing is bent up from front to back. And we're going to have a 2-lap shootout here to end this thing, Jim.
Oh, boy. You're going to see some full sends, guaranteed. Put my house on it.
Yeah, that'd probably be a pretty good bet. There are going to be some dive bombs. There are going to be some full sends here. This is, the fireworks may not be over tonight.
So that brings up the question: would you pay your game?
If I'm in the top 2 or 3, absolutely not. Track position reigns supreme.
I don't know. We saw at the end of stage 2, it definitely didn't. But here we go, green white checkered.
Jaw easily clears the 44. Around here, I think this is one to go. I'll verify here in just a second. This is the last lap, so next flag ends the race. Jaw going to come out of turn 4, survive all the mayhem tonight. He's going to win at Bristol, clinch his spot into the championship race at Las Vegas. Kev Brogod comes home P2. Looks like Keenitz in P3. Decent House in 4th. And I don't know who was in 5th. They backed out before I could catch them. But Jaw, you regular season champion.
18 a dead shot to finish 5th.
Clinched his way into Homestead. Not to Homestead. What am I thinking? We changed it to Las Vegas. Clinched his way into Vegas tonight. Deadshot did finish 5th.
All those Bruton Smith affiliated raceways, you know.
Wow.
Every single one of them being a specific track.
See if I can't get Jaw in here for an interview.
Fastest lap went to Decent House with 16.2.
16.2. All right, we'll go blue screen here for just a minute. See if we can't go find Jaw on the friends list. Normally I invite both guys, but after some short track tempers tonight, I'll just invite them one at a time, just in case. As we await our winner to join the party chat, see if he wants a interview tonight. He has turned down interviews before, so we'll... There he is.
There he is.
Your winner here tonight at Bristol Motor Speedway, Jaw 2131. You have clinched your way into the championship race at Las Vegas. How you feeling, bud?
Pretty good, pretty good. I didn't think I was going to win right there at the end because that high lane, if you can stick it, you get very good runs off. I thought Kev would get it, but yeah, I'm glad to get into the next round.
Yeah, absolutely. You had one of the fastest trucks tonight. However, stage 1 and 2 just did not go your way. You had to overcome all sorts of adversity throughout this race. Wild race. How are you managed to work your way back up through the carnage, through the field, into that first position, heading into that final restart?
I don't even know. I thought a few of those times going by the lap cars, I thought I would get wrecked every time because they would get loose right in front of me, and I had to avoid them. And a few times I got into the wreck and then the caution came out, but it was pretty tough.
Definitely. The short track tempers flew tonight, but you were able to keep your nose fairly clean out of a lot of the drama. So congratulations on advancing to Vegas. In the booth with me, I've got Big Jim as normal. Jim, what kind of a question do you have for our winner here tonight, Jaw?
Yeah, man, congratulations on the win, weathering that storm of cautions there in stage 3, and eventually clinching your spot into Vegas. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So my question for you doesn't pertain to the race because I don't really have much to talk about the race, but my question goes for New Hampshire. How aggressive are you going to be at New Hampshire, or are you even going to show up for New Hampshire, seeing that you're locked into Vegas?
Oh, he's got to show up if he wants that win to count there, Kevin or Jim.
Oh, okay. Well, he could say he's not showing up.
New Hampshire, it's a good track and a bad track at the same time, so we'll see how it goes.
Are we going to see you there?
Most likely.
Yeah,
all right.
You've got nothing to lose at New Hampshire. All you're going for is the win there. Playoff points aren't going to matter at the end of this round. So see you at New Hampshire. Hope you go all out there, try to get another win on this season. So before we let you get out of here, go celebrate clinching Vegas. Anybody you want to shout out?
Let's shout out Max Boost. And how about Gator Mike?
Oh, boy. Shouting out Pro League driver Max Boost and myself. I appreciate it. Thank you, sir, for that. You're on to Vegas. What kind of a truck you got there? Any sort of a hint for us?
I think Vegas is the best track in the truck series.
Well,
with the
everybody beware.
Well, like multi-groove wise, it's
Definitely.
nice.
That's why it's the championship race.
Well, we'll see.
All right, Jaw. Well, congratulations once again on your victory here tonight at Bristol, clinching your spot in Vegas. We'll let you get on out of here and go celebrate. Have a good night there, my friend.
All right, thank you.
As we'll go ahead and go blue screen and invite Kev Bro, our runner-up, in here.
Interviewed him last week. He won.
We did. We got a nice interview out of Kev Bro, picking up his first win last week. And we're going to get another interview from him here again for one spot short of another victory. As we are now joined by our runner-up finisher here tonight, Kev Bro. One spot short of where you ended up last week at Kentucky after picking up your very first win. But still another solid showing here tonight at Bristol Motor Speedway. I kind of asked the same question to Jaw, but how are you able to navigate all that mayhem behind you and bring it home in P2?
Honestly, I have no idea. I made a couple wild saves there in stage one, kept the damage off the car, and after pits I was able to kind of move up, even taking 4 tires. I'm cracking a beer after that one. That was brutal.
Definitely a crazy race tonight. Lots of tempers firing, lots of stories and drama unfolding behind you, in front of you, beside you. But you managed to bring it home fairly clean, and you're in the booth with us once again, so another good run for you. As always, I've got Jim in the booth. Jim, what kind of a question you got for our runner-up here, Kev Brogod?
I don't really have any questions for you, but I kind of asked you already. I asked you, I think it was last week at Kentucky, I asked you how you felt about Bristol and if you liked it or not, but no, I don't have any questions.
I don't like it. In the chat today, I said, "Can we just skip this race and go straight to New Hampshire?" And I got overwhelming no's. I think you guys are gonna relook at that.
Yeah. Well, anyways, man, congratulations on P2 and weathering the storm through all those cautions. I know it was hard.
Oh God, I lost sound with 50 laps to go.
Oh, that's even worse.
Just make it worse.
Yeah, Jaw did a great job on that final restart. I couldn't really time it up. I had to look at the RPM thing on the side, and it was tough, and he was able to slide up in front of me. So shout out to him. But I also knew I couldn't keep it too high because Deadshot was going to bumper me. I knew it.
Definitely. We usually that high lane prevails on the restarts around here, but Jaw just was able to overpower you. I don't know if he had fresher tires or what, but still came home second place. So yet another good run from you. Heading into New Hampshire next week. Any prospects for that race? How are you feeling about that one?
I love New Hampshire. That's one of my favorite tracks. I love the flat tracks where you kind of got a dirt track in, slide it in there, and pick it up, and lots of off throttle time. So it should be a fun one. I love that track.
Definitely. I do love New Hampshire myself. But before we let you get on out of here, celebrating your second place finish, anybody you want to shout out as always?
Yeah, shout out to teammate Decent House. He lost sound on lap 30, I think, so he had to go 170 laps.
Wow.
Oh God, it was awful. Shout out to Jaw. He ran a hell of a race, and shout out to you guys for putting this on. It's super fun. Appreciate the league, and 2 more races to go. Hopefully we can get up here in the booth 2 more times.
2 more races to go. New Hampshire next week. You just heard it there from Kev Brogod. That's where we're going next. Truck Series. That's going to be the playoff cutoff race for the championship. So which other 3 drivers will be joining Jaw at Las Vegas? We'll find out here next Tuesday at 8:45 p.m. on this YouTube channel. Make sure you guys tune in for that. Before that, though, tomorrow the Xfinity Series heads to Talladega Super Speedway for their cutoff race for round number 1. Which drivers are going to be eliminated after that race? We'll find out. Very tight playoff battle there going on. So make sure you guys tune in. That's going to be action-packed. As well as Thursday night, Cup Series going to Talladega as well. Also a really tight playoff battle. Jim, what you most excited for here coming up on the North American E-Racing League schedule?
I mean, you kind of already said it. The cutoff races at Talladega, of all places. Talladega, the biggest wild card of them all. I thought Bristol was a pretty big wild card tonight, but I mean, it's not a cutoff race. We got the cutoff race at Talladega, and I mean, You guys should tune in. It'll be great fun.
Yeah, definitely going to be great fun. Make sure you guys tune in for that. I missed the truck drivers here on their trucks, so we'll go ahead and pull them up real quick. Let you get a look
Like
at the
Avenged
winner.
last night.
Yep, the winning truck tonight right there, the 27 truck. And the 44, your runner-up, Kev Brogod. So we hoped you enjoyed the broadcast tonight, guys. It was quite the race. Jim, any final takes from what we saw tonight?
We saw glimpses of greatness from these guys and some of their lowest of lows. It was back and forth between those two, but at the end, I mean, you had the best guy of them all win it.
Yep, best truck probably ended up winning this race, but wasn't the cleanest race this season out of the truck series, but kind of expecting that coming in at Bristol. Really tough short track. So with that being said, for Big Jim, myself, Gator Mike 89, thank you all for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the stream tonight at Bristol Motor Speedway, and make sure you tune in tomorrow and Thursday for Talladega Xfinity Series and Cup Series. So we hope to see you there. To all my gnarly ones, I will see you next time.